Hi everyone, Gunchip here and welcome to the Division beta on the PlayStation 4. The reason I'm uploading these videos is I have quite a few friends who couldn't actually get into the beta and they were quite curious as to how the game plays. So I thought I'd upload a couple of videos just showing, the best parts of the actual beta itself. So it's not designed to be a walkthrough in any way, it's more like a showreel of the kind of content. But this is my character. As you can see, the character customization isn't that great, although that is quite a dramatic lighting right now. He's basically a Division agent. They're kind of a splinter cell of the government. What's happened is New York has been ravaged by a mystery virus, and then obviously lawlessness has broken out, and these guys have the job of basically taking the city back. So that's that. We have a map area. As you can see, that red line denotes the size of the beta itself. It's not too bad. This red area here, this is the famous dark zone. This is basically PvP and PVE. That's where all the good loot is located, but it's also quite a scary place to be, just because all your progress can be can be lost if someone decides to kill you. This is the main kind of PvE area, where all the missions will take place. But for now, we're kind of in the hub area, as with any RPG. This is kind of like the tower in Destiny, I guess you'd call it. This is where we're going to find all our vendors and the like. For now though, we're just going to follow this orange line, which is pretty much a very important part of the game. You can set the waypoint yourself. You can just move the arrow to where you want to go, and it will set a new waypoint for you, which is quite a nice little feature. But for now, we're just going to run through here and get kitted out.
You need to step through here, pal.
Okay, I'm stepping through here.
I get why we gotta wear this shit, but honestly,
You're good to go, okay? Gotta
Okay.
tell you, I don't envy you going back into that mess. I'm getting out the minute I can. Good luck to you.
Okay, those guys remind me of Dying Light, but anyway. So this is the main hub area itself. It's pretty cool. This is where you'll find all your typical vendors. That guy there sells gear. There's a weapon vendor just over here. This is a really, really nice feature. It's basically matchmaking, so you can actually team up with either your friends or random people to go explore the dark zone or free roam. I really, really wish this was in Destiny, but sadly not. But apparently the devs at the Division think that it's a really good idea, and I do too. So thanks for that. You can also find these things here. These are restock crates. They'll basically give you replenish all your ammo and grenades and whatnot. And I'll show you what a vending screen looks like. Got the general buy and sell, which is quite cool. Although to be fair, I wouldn't bother buying anything from vendors, because normally you're going to find pretty decent stuff out in the field anyway. So I wouldn't waste your money, to be honest. Sure are. This woman over here, she's going to give us some more updates. So you can see now our map is pretty bare, apart from the main mission over there. It's also good you can see your friends who are playing. I've got 2 friends who are playing at the moment, and you actually get the option straight from the map menu to go and join them if you'd like to, which is a really good feature. But for now, let's go speak to this woman and see what she's got in store for us.
Oh, Agent, you look tired. Look, I hate to be the one to tell you, but we got so much to do here. So remember, wool is best in this weather, not synthetics. Listen, they got me doing this radio business because I got the sciatica, but you can count on me to give you the info you need, honey.
Okay, that's good to know. So as you can see, I don't know if you noticed, we've flashed up with a couple of missions. As you can see now, we've got 1, 2, 3 side missions that we can go and do, which is quite cool. So yeah, I guess we should get into the war a little bit. Oh yeah, one thing we also have, if you go to the start menu, I'll show you quickly all the different options. Up here there's collectibles, as in pretty much most games these days. To be fair, I'm not going to be too bothered collecting those over the course of these videos, just because I really can't be bothered, to be honest. But it's good because it means that it gives you an excuse to go and explore the city and make the most of it. So that's that. We also have abilities. Now unfortunately for the beta, the talent and the perk trees are both kind of blacked out, so you can't really see what the game's going to store. But we do have skills, so I might as well equip one now. You've got 3 options, 3 different trees, a bit like in Borderlands. There's the medical. This is basically a radar pulse that you can send out, which will identify enemies, and then once you upgrade it, it can actually identify loot chests or actually give you a boost to your health. There's a sticky bomb, and there's also a ballistic shield, a bit like in Battlefield 4 or Call of Duty. It basically limits you to use your hand cannon, but it can be quite useful in certain situations. But for now, let's equip the pulse, because it is by far the most important. So that's that. Oh, we also have our inventory screen. So like I said before, you got a primary and a secondary weapon, and you also have a handgun. And then, as you would expect for any kind of RPG, there's different types of gear, like your backpack, where you can hold your loot and that kind of thing. Then you got your character screen, so you can see your progress. It's split into 2 levels. There's the PVE area, which is in orange, and you've got the dark zone, which is kind of a mix of PvP and also really high level PvE characters. That's really cool and quite nerve-wracking, so I'll hopefully show you that towards the end of these videos. Pouches, again, not really too useful in the beta because they have the crafting section blocked out, but it's quite good because it looks like you'll be able to craft your own weapons and gear, which sounds quite interesting, to be fair. And then obviously got your appearance. This is purely aesthetic, it doesn't add anything to your character, and the main reason you can get these items is by literally giving your stuff away to civilians in need that you'll find in the game world. You can give them water or a med kit, and they'll usually drop some sort of item. So for now, let's equip this rather cool beanie and the leather jacket. As you can see, I've got quite a few items now because I've played through this about 4 or 5 different times. I've deleted my characters, but it's actually kept the items, which is quite nice, so that when you start a new game, you can always, get him looking how you want. Let's see, long sleeve t-shirt, why not? And let's give him some insulated boots. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's get to it. This here is your cash stash. You can basically store items that may be locked out, because you will find weapons on your travels that may be like a level 7 and you're only a level 6. So you can store them in here rather than carrying around with you until such time as you can actually use them. Also, when you go into the dark zone and you find that wicked weapon you want to get out of there, if you successfully extract it with the airlift, you can come here to the extracted area, and that's where you can actually get the dark zone weapons from. So that's quite useful. And then finally, we've got this map, which is your secondary missions. So as you can see there's 4 different missions that it's found. So if we open up our map again, we've got a new encounter here. There's a couple more here, like this virus research. This one's quite a fun one here, the water supply. Each of these kind of missions, if you check the top left of your screen, it'll actually tell you what you'll get for mission rewards. Medical wing supplies, because what you need to do is, this is going to be your main hub, and you can literally upgrade it, and as you upgrade it, it kind of unlocks new perks and new trees. So it's quite good to keep an eye on these things, just so that you know which one to do depending on, if you're going for the tech wing or if you want to upgrade. Get like this one here will give you a blueprint for an RPK 74, which probably means you can then build that weapon yourself, which is quite cool, rather than relying on the vendors or the loot fairy. But for now, let's hook up this one here. It's quite a nice one to demonstrate in the first video. It's Assault the Stronghold. We basically need to take out a load of bad guys and take over their base, and that will give us 60 security wing supplies, a load of credits and a load of cash. So let's get it done. So again, we're just going to follow this orange line. And then once your character pulls out his weapons, you know you're in the big bad world. You can change your weapons quite quickly between secondary and primary by just tapping the triangle button. If you tap it twice, that'll bring out your handgun. Although to be honest, your handgun is mainly only useful for killing rats and birds and things, which from what I can work out doesn't actually give you any XP. So, you know, there's not really much point to it. Let's look up the MP just because it looks cool. Okay, here's a civilian in need, which is brilliant, so I can demonstrate this. So in this case, she wants a med kit.
This is going to be very useful. Thank you.
So, you know, you don't have to give them to her, but you can get XP for doing so, and you'll also get a piece of equipment, or usually a vanity item. So let's check out what we got. We got a go bag. It's actually better than our bag. It gives us more capacity and a bit more armour. So that's good. Another thing as well, you can actually mark items as junk with the left trigger, which is a really, really brilliant system. I remember in Skyrim it used to be a pain to actually go through working out what you actually wanted to keep and when you wanted to get rid of. Here you could just literally mark them as junk, and then when you go to a vendor, you hit the left thumbstick and it automatically auto sells everything you've marked as junk. It's a brilliant way of keeping your inventory nice and clean. You also get XP for unlocking areas, which is nice. So that's a quite easy 400. And see that pulse in action, you just press the R1 on the PlayStation, that'll send out the pulse. And as you can see, no threats found this time. But the lighting on this game is pretty cool, gotta admit. I just like it. I've played, like I say, I've played it since the beta dropped. And I'm really enjoying it. It's my kind of game, basically. Oh, hello. Now you can check if people are evil or not two ways. One way is just send out a pulse, or the quicker way is to just you know, use your crosshairs, and if it's green they're fine, but as you can see it's already picked up two bad guys. We're down this side alley, so let's go take them out.
We can't keep doing this.
Okay, there they are. So let's hook up a grenade. Oh, and he didn't do that great a job. Oh, we got a green. Nice. Oh, don't want to go in that. Too late. That's basically flashbang, and I stupidly walked into it. But it's fine. So what do we get? Oh, nice, we got a reflex sight. Excellent. So I'll show you how the modding works in this game now. Let's put it on our MP5. So literally you hit the square button, that'll bring up the modding screen, and it's really intuitive. You've got various slots, you've got skins that you'll pick up that change the colour of the weapon. There's optics, magazines like quick reload, longer magazines, that kind of thing. Underbarrel attachments and muzzle attachments like compensators, and more importantly silencers, which is really cool. Well, we got an optic, so let's go in here. As you can see, it's 2.5 optical range to it, so definitely worth it. And the way optics work in this game, you look down sights with your L button, and then literally just hit the right trigger, and that'll activate your sight. Now in this case it's only a reflex, so you don't really gain that much more to it, but there you go. Let's crack on, because this video is getting a bit longish, and I want to show you the takedown. Which is just down the next alley actually. Okay, it should be just up there. So we'll keep out of sight if we can.
Morning. Marked hostile headquarters detected.
Okay, so there's two guys there. Now if we send that pulse we can hopefully pick up the rest of them. Yeah, it's found 3 of the 4. So let's sneaky. Yeah, they haven't seen me, they're just firing their guns. And sadly in this beta now, he doesn't actually open the door to use it for cover, he just closes them, which is a bit disappointing. But let's see if we can liven this party up a bit with a grenade. There we go, 2 down. And that should hopefully bring the others out. Although my aim is terrible. Oh, there's the bad guy, there's the leader.
Hostile HQ neutralized. GTF dispatch informed.
Nice. So that was nice and simple. And what do we get? A leather jacket, really? Is that what we got? Let's take a look at it, I guess. Go to appearance, go down to leather jacket. No, you're right, I'll keep the cool one. What else do we get? Oh, some water, that's great if we come across a civilian. There's usually also a loot chest of some sort. In this case it's always at the back here. Nice, burst fire. I like those. So let's check it out. Oops. And you can compare weapons as well by pressing the triangle button. So let's compare it to our normal MP5. It actually does slightly less damage, but it does have a slightly higher chance of a critical hit. So just to show you, let's say that's going to be our new weapon. Okay, but we've already got an attachment on the MP5. So all you need to do is go into the MP5 mod screen, and if you hit the right thumbstick, it will actually strip the weapon of all your attachments. So that then means you can go quite quickly into your next one. As you can see there, mods 1, and boom. So it's a really quick and simple way of updating your weapons, and the best bit is you can do it on the fly. You don't have to go to a crafting station or go back to your base to do it. You can literally just swap out your sights and equipment as you see fit, and I think that's a really cool little feature, to be honest. Okay, random. Anyway, this is a quick look of the Division. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, I'm going to do a couple more of these videos, probably one for each of the side missions and whatever. Mainly for two reasons. One, to, like I say, just to showcase this game to people who might be curious, but also to get a bit of content on my channel, because I know I've been kind of abandoning my channel for a bit. I've just been too busy. But that's all changed now. I want to try and get my channel back on track with content. So I thought the Division would be quite a good way of starting that. So I hope you've liked this video. Sorry if I've rambled on a little bit, but there's a lot to get through. The rest of the videos will be more kind of action based and less kind of explaining how things work. And I hope you join me for them. For now though guys, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and peace.